Hey. I thought I'd jump on right before we get to the Saturday Night Fever. How's everybody doing today? We had a great private coach session, my first one I've ever done. What a great group. Jakey Bakey, how's the sound? Let's get a little pin up there for next Friday's training. Motivation versus inspiration, I think, is what we're talking about next Friday. Appreciate everybody coming to the free trainings every Friday. It's getting pretty crazy. Gregg, Jesse, everybody, let's get some questions real quick. Love to have a little strong Saturday night helping people out. David, thanks for joining. Jake, thank you so much. You got it. We're always working. Here we go. What's going on for the Abdallah service, Jake? Anything good? All right. I almost hit go live with Jakey Bakey. Anyway, Mr. Coffee, how are you? You're awesome as well. Thank you. I assume everybody can hear fine. Let's get it on here. How do you do this? How do you do what? What's going on? I love the discussion. Here's the question. Thank you very, very much. How do you find your inspiration? You know, I find my inspiration in everything. And I make it a practice to find my inspiration in everything. And if I don't and can't find that inspiration, then I focus in on motivation in order to facilitate inspiration, right? Motivation gets you up, inspiration gets you there. Inspiration is defined for me as the ability to find the percentage of love that doesn't exist in my initial perception. So in other words, find the light, the love, the lessons in everything and everyone. And that to me is inspiration. If I can do that as a practice and I can make it a habit and a discipline, I'm going to live an inspired life, continually clearing the connection to the most powerful source of energy in life and love that you are. Thank you so much. Let's keep the questions coming. I saw a few up here. Let me go back for a second. Family time. Abdallah, you got it. Does age matter for starting a business? No. What does matter is time, right? You need to give time to evolve. There are no overnight successes. So the earlier you start, the more lessons you learn, the more help you ask, the faster you go. How do you stay consistent? Practice staying consistent as well. Consistency, you got to lower the bar. Make sure you're picking something that you can do every single day and continue to do it, and appreciate the incremental growth. Sometimes the unperceivable incremental growth, meaning that you can't always tell that you're growing. Sometimes you feel stuck. But if you feel stuck, that means you're growing, that you're putting pressure, expansion on that. So make sure you understand that those two nuances of inspiration and consistency. Do you believe that motivation only comes from within? No. Inspiration comes only from within because of the consistent nature of it and the longevity of it. But motivation can come from fear. You know, trust me, someone chases you when you're really motivated. Come all kinds of different places inside and outside of you. So motivation is the thing that gets you up, right? But it's not going to last. It's usually motivation will suck your soul dry of energy. It's like fuel. You run out of gas. Inspiration is continual and perpetual, and that's why it's so persistent and consistent. What's the best way to manage your time? It's one of the most important things in your life. Thank you, and stay safe. Thank you. Time to me, two features of time. Be a student of your calendar. That means pay attention to and give intention to the coincidences that you want in your life, and do things now. 100% of all things you do now get done. Difference between most people that are successful and those that aren't is those that are successful get stuff done. You ever hear this saying, if you want something done, ask a busy person? I would say ask an active person to get something done. Why do you give out your text number? So I can build a community, so I can give back to people. And if that's okay, you can also, that's my email address. You can email me as well. Casey Adams, what are you excited about? Well, number one, I'm excited about you being on here, Casey. Thanks for joining me. I'm really excited about tomorrow. So excited. Things are growing, expanding. There's so much potential, and I'm loving life and loving helping as many people as I can. Is it still possible to raise money at this current situation? Absolutely. You know, if you have 100% credibility and you have a good enough business situation, you can raise money. Call me if you can convince somebody that, you know, there's a 120 rule, that the time and risk tolerance is that which create a quantitative reason, impact, and capability for me to give you your money or other people to give you their money. Yeah, absolutely. I see deals closing every day in the last 2 months. Best way to overcome adversity and negativity from closest to you not supportive of your business. Understanding and pray for their happiness. If you can't get understanding and you get resistance and negativity, then run away and pray for their happiness. Do you believe in imposter syndrome, and how do you overcome it? Yes, I believe in it, and it stems from worthiness. So practice the mantras that you are worthy and stay worthy. So I do believe in it, though, and it comes from not valuing ourselves, feeling separate or inferior or superior. Will cause an imposter syndrome every single time. So work within and heal that, and you too will connect and feel good about what you're doing. There's a lot of questions in here. Let's keep firing them through here. What personal growth achievement are you most proud of? Stop, drop, and roll, getting back to center. Used to take me years, and then months, and then days, weeks, and then days. Now I usually can get back to center in moments. So that's what I'm most proud of for me. And my biggest achievement is how quickly I can get back to center and be of service and be in the flow. How do you find your target market for a niche service? Capabilities. Capabilities, the aggregate of your skills, your knowledge, and that desire. The must be what you can be desire. You aggregate that and then figure out what those capabilities are synergistic or supplementary to what's making them money now, what's stable now, or what may make money in the future. It's math to me. That's how I do it. I have an idea to start a small business. What pros and cons should I be looking at? Whether you can stay in business is the only pro that I would look at. Cons are, what investment is going to take of yourself and what detriment will cause to you and others. But the positive side is, can you stay in business? If you can, you stay in business and evolve, and sooner or later you'll be successful. Trust the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential. How long does it take to grow a successful business? You got the wrong idea, man. You got to enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential. It'll take as long as it takes, at the right way, at the perfect time, when you feel it's successful. So that's what you want to do. On average, I have a 17 and a half year qualification and statement that I think it takes 10 years to get to 25% of the way there. 99% of the people quit at 10 years, and then takes another 5 years to get the other 25% of the way. So at 15 years, you're 50% of the way there. 99% of the 1% quit at that time. Then it takes 2.5 years to get to 100% of the way there. The 1% of the 1% make it 17 and a half years on average. The cool thing is it takes from there half as much time to get to 200%, and from there half as much time to get to 400, half as much 800, and so on. How do you push past procrastination? 2 steps: motivation, then inspiration. So lower the bar, get motivated, start the process. Nothing happens till you move. Get it moving, get it started, lower the bar, set your mindset to I'm going to get this done, even if it's the tiniest little step, and then build from there. Accelerate and grow from there. Accelerate faster and exponentially grow. You'll get there faster and more accurately than you ever imagined. So get up if you're procrastinating. Get up and do something. I've heard about your 8-20 rule. How do you ask or get for the 20 back? Usually the way I ask for the 20 back is to provide enough value that you've created a void for them to fill. So there's credibility, emotional attachment. You've quantified the reasons, impacts, and capabilities in order to show, can you see any reason you wouldn't want to give me the 20 if I gave you these 80, right, this 100? So who won, right? If I came up to you with a $100 bill and I had credibility and said, would you like this $100 bill? Can I have 20 back? Does that sound fair? Boom, you got it. Is this that guy who rates wrestling match? Nope, Tommy. That's Dave Meltzer. I'm David Meltzer. Dave Meltzer's a friend of mine, great guy, but he is definitely the wrestling expert. Once in a while, every interview I do, someone gets us mixed up. So if you want some wrestling advice, I do know sports advice and Dana White and some UFC, MMA, but WWE, that type of wrestling. Go ahead, call Dave, D-A-V-E Meltzer, not David Meltzer. All right, still okay to start your own business at 50. Why not? Of course it's okay. Of course it's okay. How many guys, 17 and a half years on average to be a huge success? That's only 67 and a half. What are you going to stick in the same miserable place doing the same miserable thing? Start a business. Live life. build value, help people, have fun. Heck yeah. Orville Redenbacher started his business at 70. Tons of people. Most entrepreneurs, believe it or not, are 35 to 55. They're not 15 to 25. Those guys get a lot of attention, and every once in a while there's an anomaly like a Kobe Bryant or LeBron James that are able to facilitate some great successes early. But most great entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs, have put their 17 and a half years in, and they start anywhere from 25, 35, 45, and even 50. Young entrepreneur myself, very inspired with the work you do. Can you give one tip to the 20-year-old you? Yeah, the best tip I can give is radical humility. Ask for help. Make a practice of asking for help. Find people in the situation you want to be in. True mentors. Ask them for help, and keep on asking, and you will accelerate what you're doing. You don't have to pay the dummy tax yourself. You don't have to build your own relationships. One touch of favor from someone that sits in the situation you're in can change a decade of your life and accelerate you far beyond where you've ever been. Saw you on Mike Studd's podcast. You are so good together. Yeah, man. He's a brother from another mother. Superstar. How can we reach to more and more customers in a local dairy business? Well, knowing three things. One, what is the strength of your signal? How far do you reach? Two, what's the spectrum? Who do you want to reach? And three, a very clear message. And then take that quality content based off of those three things and go ahead and consistently put it out there in person, on the phone, via email and media, radio, print, and TV, and social media. Using all four of those aspects, you cannot lose. All right, and join me on Friday because I touch on that stuff a lot. Free training on Friday, every Friday, last 20-some years, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Join me. It's free. I won't say anything. Trust me, we give free guides, free books, and free advice, and free networking. How and how often do you recharge? Every day. I believe 2 minutes a day is worth more than 2 hours on a Saturday. So I believe in activity I get paid for and activity I don't get paid for. I take a vacation every single day, and I have activity I get paid for every single day. I like your network is your net worth. Old school, brother. Thank you so much. Very cool advice for events companies during COVID. Find the events as they are. Recipes loquitur. If there's virtual events, get involved with those. If it's written events, get involved with those. If it's small events, get involved with those. There are events going on. I'm getting hired to do them all the time. So align yourself with the events that are going on and prepare for the future events that will go on. Be positive. Find the light, the love, and the lessons in everything that you do. What businesses are good to start that gives you your time back? Tons of them, right? And you don't get your time back. The businesses that are good to give you your time is ones that you can find the light, the love, and the lessons is that you're able to learn to love to do. Any business is going to have a percentage of things that you love and a percentage of things that you're going to have to learn to love. So what I would suggest to do is find a business that you love, a greater portion than you have to learn to love, and then make sure that you can learn to love it. And that's secret of business, and you will make a lot of money, help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun. Miss Orange County, that's all it says. Yeah, welcome. She's here. Thank you. What's up, Uncle David? There we go. How can I get phone numbers of each and every person of my city? Ask. I'm sure there's databases that have plenty of those, and just Googling as an area code will find millions and millions of numbers. Go ahead and try it out. You'll find so many different numbers within your area by just Googling your area code. Mac Daddy, what's up? Great interview the other day. Appreciate the article that you wrote as well. Thank you, everybody. Julie Meltzer. Oh, there's my love. How do I look? I love you. There's my wife. I don't know why she has a 10 next to her name. Maybe she's a 10. I get it. I'm fine, Tammy. How are you? What's your morning routine? I have two routines. I have a daily routine that consists of waking up at 4 a.m., meditating for 20 minutes, taking 10 minutes to get ready, going to work out for 1 hour, coming back, doing research, being a student in my calendar, there for 5:30 to 6:30, 6:30 to 7:30, taking care of my kids, my family, making breakfasts, packing lunches if it's school time, 7:30 to 8 o'clock, doing coaching calls as an executive coach and business coach and life coach, And then 8 o'clock, executing on the student calendar till 4:45. 4:45, once again, doing coaching calls. Then from 5:30 to 7:30, I close everything down, everything off. 7:30 to 9 o'clock, research, writing, student in the calendar again. 9 o'clock to 11, winding down so that I can try to stay awake until 11. If I don't make it, that's fine, but passing out so I can wake up by 4 a.m. the next day. If I have things going on that are making it incapable of me using that morning routine, then I go ahead and do an adaptable routine based on my values, which is a minimum of an hour a day on my health, a minimum of 30 minutes with my lovely wife Julie, who's on here, a minimum of 30 minutes with my 10-year-old son Miles, and then a minimum of 2 minutes a day with my 3 teenage daughters, although one of them wants to spend more time with me because she's turning 16 and wants a car, and then 1 minute a day with my mom to tell her I'm healthy, happy, I love her, and appreciate her. How do you choose the people you're coaching? You have to apply. It's really, I try my best. I have to be able to be profitable, so I only guarantee profit to the people that I coach. I'm thinking about adding a new private coaching group, so if you are interested in that, email me at the number below, but I'd love to consider if I can make you profitable and be a profit center. I mitigate all risk, guarantee everything I do, but only work month to month. I'm very selective. Dave, what do I do with my money? Buy low, buy things that are oversold, and then sell them when they go up. Ask for expertise in an area that you're interested in, or put them into IULs or annuities. You could call Marshall Falk. He has the best business that I know. Those guys to do that kind of stuff, but you can save your money. But for me, the simplest way to make money is to buy things that are oversold and sell them when they're overbought. What industry did you first get into? So believe it or not, I got into the internet, legal research by a legal publisher, and I sold legal research online. And it was pre-internet, 1992, and I believed in me, I voted for me, and I created efficient, effective, and statistically successful work by being a student of what I did, a professional, and detached my emotions from the outcome. But 9 months out of law school, I was a millionaire, and then parlayed it all the way up until I lost it all in 2008 by not being radically humble. Best advice for a 20-year-old is radical humility, by the way. I don't know if I answered that one. We're coming on 5 o'clock. I got to hurry up. My wife's downstairs waiting for me. Do you have any tips on processing new self-knowledge? Practice, practice, practice. It takes at least 21 days to process new knowledge, so you got to keep on reminding yourself at minimum 21 days, determinative upon your quantum memory, your DNA, what you're more capable or less capable, or what your potential is. So you got to be able to do that. What do you do specifically? Specialize in short terms, and does it make you more money in the long term? Anything I do in the short term, I utilize in order to save or invest in myself. And then in the long term, I'm able to capitalize on what I call lottery tickets, giving a certain percentage, which is 10% for me, into those things that I consider lottery tickets or longer shots. Anyway, it's 5 o'clock Pacific time. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. I'll jump on again, answer more questions. This is tons of fun. If I didn't get you, please come back tomorrow. If not, 8 a.m. on Monday. On Instagram, 3 p.m. I do office hours, and Friday training for free. Text me at 949-298-2905 or email me at david@dmeltzer.com. Join me for free. Invite your friends, families, and associates. We're trying to build a collective consciousness of happiness. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Take care. Be kind to your future self and do good deeds.